guys, and welcome back to Couch Critics. I'm Lamia.
And I'm Robbie, and today we're reviewing Babylon.
Yes, it's the latest Damien Chazelle movie,
Yeah,
and it's a movie that I loved watching. It's my favorite Damien Chazelle.
yeah.
Um,
It's one of the movies that got us into watching movies together.
True.
There was Babylon and there was Elvis, and I remember those movies. You loved them so much. You
Yeah.
just brought everybody with you.
Did we watch Babylon together?
Yeah, we watched it
Okay.
together, and it was, I think, your second or third time watching it.
Yeah, I remember I've watched it a couple of times, maybe 3 times, as you
Yeah.
say. And yeah, I was so amazed by how beautiful that movie is, and how um, it's very detailed, and also by the response that by people's response to this movie. It
didn't
was a
do well.
huge failure,
Yeah.
and I was really surprised by that because it looks like a big budget movie. I mean, they
It
have
does.
Brad Pitt and Margot
Yeah.
Robbie, and yeah,
Yeah. But I think it was the timing. The movie came out in December, and I think at that time, I think we were getting out of the pandemic, so people were
Yeah.
not used to going to the movies again. And I feel like everybody who was going to the movies was going for a Christmas movie.
True.
So I think it's the timing. I think this movie should have came out in the summer.
Mm.
It screams summer.
And also, it's a very long movie. It's a 3 hour long movie, and it's about movies. So I feel like it's very niche. It's kind of like, the F1 movies
Yeah.
that just came out with Brad Pitt. But I feel like people have a harder time like being interested in like the history of movies and like what it's like to make a movie than versus like something like the F1 that's trendy and cool and
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the beauty, when I think about this movie, I think about fire, because it just encapsulates
Mhm.
people who are just so ambitious to do, like, to
True.
be in the movie industry. And that's mainly what I like about Damien Chazelle's movies. All three of his most popular films are about the film industry, they're about ambition, they're about like the entertainment industry, because Whiplash is about music. But in all three movies, you can see the passion in the main character's eyes, but in each one it's just described differently,
Totally.
and that's the beauty of it, I think.
Yeah. So this movie is about actors who are trying to make it
Mhm.
in Hollywood. It's about this actress. I mean, it's not about one character. You have so many main characters, and one of them is the one played by Margot Robbie. And she just want to be an actress
Yeah.
and wants to be famous. And there's also her boyfriend Miguel,
Yeah.
who he literally just wants to be on set. That's his dream. And we also have Brad Pitt, who's an actor who's starting to like lose his spark, and like he's getting less and less roles, and he's struggling with this idea of like, what's next? Am I gonna be replaced? How long is my career gonna last? And it's just so interesting to see what it's like to be in this industry from these people's perspectives.
Yeah.
And my favorite character personally was Miguel, because I related so much to his passion about
Yeah.
the industry, and how he was just grateful to be in the most chaotic sets ever, and to just like do the most random stuff on set.
Yeah. Yeah. Miguel definitely did have this kind of honesty and innocence when it comes to
Mm.
movies. When I think about his character, he's just this optimistic person who's just
Yeah.
happy no matter what he gets, and that's beautiful. I also liked Margot's character. For her character, it just felt like this girl who just doesn't care about anything, who just wants to be there. And
Yeah.
the way you see it, it just works out for her, because she just was going where she should be going, and
Mhm.
she wasn't thinking about the repercussions necessarily, or about the obstacles. She was just seeing where she wanted to go, and I think that was the beauty of her character. And there's this scene that I just keep thinking about. It's her dancing. There was this big party,
Yeah.
and she's dancing, and
The
she's
movie
getting
starts
carried.
with this huge
Yeah.
dancing scene that's like Gatsby-ish.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a beautiful scene, very extravagant, you see a lot of naked people, a lot
Yeah.
of it's a huge party basically, and the music is so good. It's all about jazz and what it was like to also, we had like also characters who wanted to be musicians. And yeah, there was a snake at some point, and it was just
There was an
chaotic.
elephant
Yeah, a lot
at
of
some
drugs
point.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damien is honestly the reason why I love jazz so much. In each of his
Same.
movies, jazz is just represented. It's like a character of its own, and it's
Mm.
so beautiful. Speaking of Brad Pitt and Margot Robbie, the more you were describing the movie, the more I was thinking about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and
Yeah.
about how the plots were pretty similar. In Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it was Leo's character who was the washed up actor,
Yeah.
who was the one like who's stopping to get roles and everything. And we see very similar personalities in the movie expressed in different
Mm.
ways. But I think I love watching movies about Hollywood and about
Yeah.
how the pressure that comes with being in Hollywood and the passion that gets with
Mm.
it. And yeah,
And we were talking about this when we made our F1 movie, not movie. We didn't make an F1 movie. Our
someday.
F1, our F1 review. And we were talking that about how it's cool to just be aware of what it takes to make a movie and how many people are involved behind the camera. And you totally see this in this movie. You see that, you literally had extras,
Yeah.
and background actors who died
Died.
on
I wanted
set
to talk
because of
about
the
that scene.
heat.
Yeah. Oh my God, that scene traumatized me and made me laugh hysterically.
Yeah.
It's just so like I don't know. It's sad that I'm saying that I laughed, but it was a comic scene. But it was just about a background
Yeah.
actor doing. They were stuck in a room, right? And it was hot.
Mhm.
And then they just died, and it just talks about how ridicule it is that people were dying for movies, but it just for them it just made sense. It was like we're
Totally.
making something great, so we're gonna make it.
Yeah, and it's so relatable. It's obviously it's very exaggerated. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know anyone who died on a set, but it's so relatable in the sense of, like, I've been a background actor in, like, so many movies, and, like, whenever I've been in, like, very chaotic sets where, like, you'd be treated horribly and, like, people would speak to you in, like, very mean ways, but I was just grateful to be there. I didn't care. I was just grateful to have a foot there and to just be a part of
Yeah.
that magic. And it's something, I don't know how to explain it, because it's, you need to have that love for cinema to
Yeah.
just be able to handle that, because, like, in any other context, this would have been unacceptable.
Yeah.
And there is, like, this scene that sums it up, and to me it like defines everything that I just said. It's like literally, I think the second scene of the movie, Miguel is, like, talking to Margot, and she's like, if you could be anywhere in the world, where would
Where
you
would
be
you
right
be?
now? And he's like, in a movie set. And that was very relatable, because, like, out of all the magical and beautiful places that where you could be in the world, you choose to be in, like, a fake scenario, a non-real place.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Oh, I love it. Just hearing any director scream
Yeah.
cut or action, it's just
Yeah.
fascinating. So yeah, I completely understand. The movie was a big flop, and I think it was very sad. I really hope it's not gonna um, stop Damien from
Yeah.
doing movies because I think it was just badly received at the time. Honestly, people were not making 3-hour movies. Now it's becoming more and more
Yeah.
normalized, but at the time a 3-hour movie was a big deal. So I think people were just not ready for it and was also a little all over the place in the most beautiful
Totally.
way. But it just takes a certain patience to
Yeah.
take this movie in.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm so very looking forward to see
Hmm.
Damien's next
But
movie.
you know what I think? I think that this what will happen with this movie is the same thing that happened with so many movies. I feel like people weren't ready for it at the
Yeah,
time that it came out, but I'm sure that it will become trendy at some points.
and a
It's like,
classic.
yeah, and it will become a classic. Like, we see so many 2000s movies making a comeback right now.
Yeah.
And at the movie theater, like, I watched Midsummer last week
Mm-hmm.
in the cinema, which is amazing, and we're watching the Virgin Suicides next week.
Yeah.
And these are all movies that came out a long time ago, and, like, people are just starting to appreciate them more. And I feel like the same thing will happen with Babylon.
I really hope
Yeah.
so. And I hope it's not gonna be too late and like Damien wouldn't
Yeah.
be unencouraged. Like he would still be making movies by then.
Yeah.
I think that
I
sums it
think
up.
that sums it up.
So
That was
Babylon.
just our small review about Babylon. I think this was the only Damien Chazelle movie that we haven't
Reviewed yet.
reviewed
I
yet.
checked, he has a lot of horror movies, which I was
Does he?
really surprised about. Yeah, but I
Okay.
think these are his three main movies. I don't know if in the others he was a director or if he was
Mm.
just like a part of the crew, but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so go check it out if you haven't yet. Let us know what you guys think.
Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.